Hi, in our previous session, we learned that the machine learning system is the process of training a model so that we can use that model for our practical use case. However, the process of training a model is not same for all the use cases. Means different use cases will have different type of learning strategy. This we called classification. In this session, we will talk about these learning algorithms and techniques. So let's start. In general, machine learning classified in three main groups, and there will be multiple learning algorithms that can be used inside these three categories. The selection of the most relevant category and the best algorithm depends on the project requirement. Means for different use cases, different algorithm and different learning style will be preferred. Means if the required objective is to identify the object in the picture, then we will use one type of learning style. But if the requirement is to solve a puzzle or solving the maze, then the learning style will be different. We will not use the same approach for these two objectives. If this is clear, then I'm telling you these categorization. First is supervised learning, second is unsupervised learning, and third is reinforcement learning. By the end of this session, you will be able to differentiate those training styles and you will be able to decide what should be the preferred learning style for different type of projects. Let's move back to this session. In this session, we will understand the supervised learning, which is one of the most common learning style in machine learning. So, what is supervised learning? Take an example where the kids are learning in the classroom in the supervision of a teacher. In the classroom, teacher is explaining some topics and giving some reference examples, and the students grabbing those examples and building some relation in their mind to understand the concept. Means they are actually developing the pattern from the examples which can best fit for the concept, and they can use that concept or pattern in future to solve the similar problems, right? Supervised learning works on the same principle as teacher mentioned some example, then student built some pattern from the example and developed a concept which can help him later in similar problem solving. Although what example needs to be given are still decided by the teacher itself, and the patterns are also dependent on that. Same way in supervised machine learning, we train machine by providing them good set of examples. Each example we provide will have input and also it will have the desired output too. In general, it is called labeled dataset. This means labeled data has both the information, input data and output data. In other words, you can say labeled data example means the input data that is already tagged with the correct output data. For example, take the animal identification project where user clicked a picture and wanted to know what animal or what type of animal is there in that picture. So, from the supervised learning perspective, we need to give many examples with images, and those examples must be tagged with the correct animal name or type of animal. This huge label data now will be used for training of machine, hence called training dataset. So here is the first challenge come. Can you guess? The first and the biggest challenge is to have the good dataset of examples. Means collecting those labeled data. Means we need to collect the example data with the labeled information, then we need to analyze the data if the labels are correct or not, like dog's image labeled with the cat or vice versa, etc. Or maybe the example are not good if the images are blurry or not clear or with high grains, etc. And by that process, we will remove some of the bad examples from the list. This process is called cleaning the data. And you may already guess that it is not a quick job. In some cases, it may take very high efforts. Finally, when we are ready with the good data, which is cleaned and normalized, we will use that training dataset to train the machine learning model, which will analyze the data and will develop some relation and pattern between the outputs and inputs. The machine may use the reverse engineering to understand how the respective output can be achieved from the respective inputs. Once it's developed and that knowledge is stored in the model, we will use that model for our desired output of that project. As I explained in previous sessions about the simple mathematical representation of a model, So it is y equals to function of x. Here, x is the input to the machine, which can be a group of values. This is also called features, and y is the desired output. Now, this function f with the input x is basically some mathematical transformation function. This function is developed by the algorithm during the training process. Means learning algorithm will use the labeled data to find the optimal function for transaction of one type of input to another type of output. Machines are good enough to optimize these functions based on the input and output needs. Once these functions are developed, we will get our first trained model, which is ready for test and use. This means the job of the supervised learning algorithm is to find the best mapping function, which is f here. And this function f either can be a model itself or can be a part of a big model. Based on the required output, there are a couple of methods which normally used by the supervised machine learning. These methods are called classification and regression. So in the upcoming session, we will explain these two segments of supervised machine learning with the set of examples. So stay tuned for the updates. If you did not subscribe till now, then please do subscribe to learn and grow community for regular updates. If this video is informative, then please like this video, comment on video, and don't forget to share. Thank you for watching.